things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Glad to have you with us in Memorial Stadium in Lawrence, Kansas, home to the Jayhawks. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Utah Utes, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Utes will boot it away to start the game. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Kansas offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Tackled at the 28. It's a pickup of 5. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Got his man. Shakes off the defender. And without that spin move, I'm not sure he would have gone very far at all, but a solid pickup on the play. He'll do it himself. And that's the end of the line on that run, and it's the end of the line for the first quarter. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Jayhawks will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. So the Utah Utes offense will go to work for the first time today. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of ballers, David, who take pride in what they do.
Man, I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Using the quick game. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Utes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Moves away as he feels pressure. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Sweet punt there. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere there today in Lawrence. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. Two teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. And with that, let's kick it back to the guys at Kansas Memorial Stadium.
And the Jayhawks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Green. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Quickly to the tight end. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. To the air, it's Dampier. Throws to the wideout. That pass is incomplete. Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It's caught downfield. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got it behind the line, it's Bentley. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. 3 periods in the books, and it would be an understatement to say defense has carried the day. 0-0 as we take a look at the stats. It's easy to think back to 2014, Wake Forest, Virginia Tech, the last time we had a game go into overtime as a scoreless tie. Let's see if that's the way this one goes as we start the 4th. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man in the middle. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They're going to run it. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Back to pass, it's Dampier. He's got the tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal.
Number 17 on the field goal.
It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
You can't say enough about this kid's poise. You're playing on the road. The crowd's going crazy, willing you to miss this kick, but he stayed dialed in, puts it through the upright, David, to give his team the lead here late.
It's crazy because it's nerve-wracking. You put your body on the line for so long, and then it comes down to a kick. And he has to be clutch in a hostile environment, and he comes through for his squad.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds the tight end. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here.